Okay, we're back. Sorry for that. God, we love tech. It seems to now be working. I'm really hoping it stays working. Oh, so scuffed today. Alright. We're back. Okay. Okay. So the goal is we're going to keep painting this into 3/4 view. We're going to sketch it out and then we're going to render it, basically. And also things like this should actually probably go that way and back, right? This is such a trial and error based process. So it kind of needs to go that way, I guess. Yeah, I know where that needs to go now.
Faridula simanet, doni poina vodinet, pina sans mi manicet, d'un enfant sur le
There you go. You get Sherma song instead. As a treat, I will acquiesce to painless. What do you mean by wet work? Oh, I see. Yeah, so in the end, the goal is to make it a it's an idol. It's a wooden idol that sits in the center of the village and then is animated for the defense of the villain, essentially. One used to be way bigger. But yeah, so that's the idea. So yeah, it should have slightly I would argue possibly it's not supposed to be particularly mechanical. It needs to go straight up a little bit more. Just tuck that in there. If in doubt, make new words. Let's try that kind of thing. There we go. Cut it out slightly differently, I think. I mean, biotech or biomechanical would probably cover the... If we're honest, would like cover that. Okay. So, I think that's a good start, right? We want this to be... Not that much. That's badly drawn. Bio and Fizzy mean very different things in Greek. Very different things. And yeah, if you want to talk about sort of mixing mechanical with fleshy, you probably shouldn't use BIOS. Yeah, not quite. So BIOS is biological life. You get a few things, but you have the word Zoe and Bios, and they mean Bios is biological life and Zoe is spiritual life. And then so physis, depending on your pronunciation, is kind of growth. To be precise, okay, random ancient Greek thing. So let's see if I can still write ancient Greek properly. So you have physis, which is... oh, that's not good. If I can remember how to spell it as well, that should be accented. Sigma. Okay, physis in terrible Greek. Physeus is in direct opposition to nomos. This is the important. Nomos is best described as like law, human nature. Or human convention. That's probably the best way to put it. So this is physis, and this is nomos, right? And these two are in direct opposition to each other. They are, in Greek, exact opposites, in theory. These are opposite. They are also opposites to the metaphysical, which is Zoe, but that doesn't matter right now. And then you also have Techne, which I'm going to write in English because I can't be bothered. So Techne. And Aristotle writes Physeus versus Techne. Techne is what we're kind of talking about. And for better context, I think that's accented. Techne, right? Techne. From what we know of Techne, it basically means craftsmanship, practical knowledge. Techne is like maths, medicine, music, astronomy, blacksmithing, shoemaking, carpentry, etc., right? And so Aristotle also creates a juxtaposition between these two, so that these are exact opposites as well. So physis cannot be used alongside these, theoretically. The Greek is unhappy with that. Does that make sense? Now, on the other hand, you have bios. And bios is... Wait, that does need an accent. Bios. Or vios. Is everyday life. And you can mix this. So if you mix life, everyday life, with techne, which I've forgotten how to spell again. Techne. You can have bio techne, right? Biotech. And then this root word means this is life tech, or life human craft. Ta-da! So that's why I'd argue that biotech is... So Physitech is weird. So Physitech wouldn't make sense, right? Because if we instead take our root words again... And actually, wait, I'm just gonna go back a while so we have our root words again. Okay. So we have Physeus and Techne. So Physitech, Physeatech, would mean we were using Physeus, and as we said, Physeus is... Physis is non-human nature. So we're going... Essentially, what we're writing out... We're writing non-human nature human craft. Right? So we're saying non-human human craft, which doesn't work. Also, I would argue, so Physeus does not mean things, it's the concept of. So Aristotle uses it to refer to the concept of nature. So again, you have human law, human nature, things that humans do, and you have non-human, and those two are dichotomically opposed. And so the idea is you're basically going, yes, it is non-human because it is a concept rather than a physical thing. So bio is a physical thing. It's physically life, or like living things. That hopefully makes sense. I did do Greek. And philosophy. That's why, yeah, they don't really work together in a lot of ways. And that's why I think it's important that we keep in mind when making root word things, smash them together. It's important that we acknowledge the ones that, like, why we choose certain terms. Okay, so we want this to come round, and I'm just gonna so I want the dip to be here, so that needs to come in. So I actually do my work again. Sorry for the massive tangent about Greek. And I agree, but you want to make sure it's telling the thing. So what are other cool Greek words we could use as the root? Because bios can also mean like belongings, I should note. Stuff that belong. You could, for example, though, you could choose something like Mistech, or Mionatech. Mionas is muscle, so muscle tech could be interesting as an alternative. But yeah, we use bio for a reason, right? That's the main thing I was getting at. Like, the meaning in Greek is very specific. There we go. What do we think? Is that a bit better? I think so. I think that's more hulking, isn't it? Let's just clean that up a bit. It is overused because it's a root word, right? It's just we use the Greek word. So if that's going to be like that, then I want this to come in more. That can actually come down and out a little bit. Good. That's kind of the point, right? Let's just make this a little bigger and push it down a little bit more. Not in, just down. Very slight turn. There we go. And this will just move in. There we go. Part of the difficulty, right, is I'm working with something I've already actually designed in full. So I don't really want to be messing with the design itself too much. I just want to be adjusting parts of it to better fit with the angle. Like, I put effort into design one, right? So it's not about changing that instantly. It's just about re-angling this whole thing. And then trying to figure out if these streamers are useful as they are. I think so. What happens instead now, right, is yeah, and a big issue as well is actually that the assignment I'm working towards requires all of the designs to be in 3/4 view, which they were not. and thus they need to just be changed. And actually that needs to be even tighter, I think. Yeah. That's fine, but that needs to come in tighter to the torso. The question is whether that's kind of too... that is too far. A little bit. And this knee needs to come and face a little bit more towards us anyway. There we kind of go. Chop. That needs to rotate round. Actually, I've done that wrong. It is that way. Because if I do it the way I have, it doesn't really function. There we go. These little legs. I'm gonna cut that a little bit, and I'm gonna move it up because what I want it to be is concealed just behind the arm. Just be a little bigger and a little bit hidden. But for a slightly different reason than you might expect. And we're in free transform. There we go. And then because of that, I need to move this arm, right? So you can probably see it's now not quite right. That's fine, and then this needs to go a little bit. There we go. Now we're going to resort these streamers out. So these now come round, right? Because we want them to come to the back. And what I think is we add something on the back, so that might be like some kind of like spiky things, maybe. I'll think about it. I think it needs something at the back plate to make it more visually interesting. Let's just quickly tuck that around kind of as it should be. So then yeah, these streamers need to be totally readjusted. So that needs to come there. And I should have done one another layer because it's now really tough to make this work as intended, but that's okay. We're just going to erase it all. Okay. I'm going to make this right again. It's very messy, but you should hopefully get the idea of it across. And actually I like those tubes to just be flat. And then we're going to go in and we're going to redo a bunch of stuff. I need to redo these as well. Oh, clicked on the wrong layer. Oh no, we're fine. Okay, and we're going to make another layer on top, and that's where I'm going to do these streamers this time. Applying actual brain power and logic to the design. There we go. So for a game design, having long streamers like this is maybe a bad idea. But I do also really like them. But if I had colleagues, they would be really quite pissed off at me, to be honest, because these are a nightmare to model and animate and so on. The banners are pushing my luck, but the streamers did things to model. But hey ho. Actually, so I've been given the advice by my mentor to shorten them, and for the sake of my grades, I'm going to listen, even though I like it. So we're going to make these streamers short and sweet, which does mean I'm going to make them like a little bit thicker. Because that still gives them the presence I want. So we just want to get this all running as it should. Which is something a little bit like that. And then these slightly thicker little streamers. They shouldn't really appear otherwise, right? Like there's no real way for the streamers on the other side of the body to appear. But I did like them kind of hanging down. So what we're gonna do is have some that just hang a little low. And so what we'll do is we'll have this come down and you'll be able to see a couple hang lower here. And so that's trying to say this is what you can see on the other side, even if you don't realize this is what you can see. Yeah, no, don't do that. TVs in bedrooms are the easiest way to never go outside ever again. Alright, we have a Twitch mandated ad break, which means if you're lucky enough to be subscribed, I'm gonna murder you with a spoon. Yeah, I can't. So I have been directly informed that I need to make the streamers smaller. But maybe I do just to... They need to like fall better then, right? They need to fall over the constituent parts. Okay, fine. right? Because when they hit things, they need to kind of move around them. Rather than falling freely at all times. Ah, yes. But one does need me to be generous enough when I have subscribers to allow you to not watch the adverts. Aha, and that is luck. Also, because I fundamentally hate adverts, and I need to run them, and it's annoying. I don't need to showcase that stream. It doesn't make sense anyway. Whoop. There we go. So I think we're pretty much there for the 3/4 view. Just give that a little bit more. Is that banner too big, actually? Yeah, I know. I'm going the other direction with it. There we go. So now what we're going to do is apply some color. Or value is the case may be here. Okay. Don't worry, it's not going to be this terrible soon. There is a reasoning behind doing it like this. First thing is the value just needs to be higher generally than it was in the original. So I've just chosen to use a higher value color. But secondly, I'm going to manipulate this color somewhat. Okay, we're going to start there, and we're going to do the eye. Then we're going to do this nice dark red. Pales to this red. This gives us the nice eyelids of death. I'm going to put some gold on one shoulder. Put some gold on the mask quickly. I'm going to grab the skin tone, which is actually really hard to color pick out of this tiny thing. Yeah, we'll go with that. Why not? Skin tone gets picked out. We're actually going to make it like way paler and pick out that skin tone instead. Yeah, that's better. And then we're going to do the colors of the streamers. So we'll do this one. And on this side, it can be down there. Good, it's darker as it should be. Then we get the red that we want. Here too, and this left side is also a red one. And then we're going to grab the blue again, and it's going to go to this one. Grab the green, and it's gonna go there and along and up and between. There we go. And then we're gonna grab. It's not. It's gonna go up. There, that's going to go on there. There we go. There we go. Colors are starting to come in now. We're going to put the gold. A bit more brightness and saturation, and we're going to put that there. And we're going to apply it to the bell. mask. And this is basically how we're doing the mental calculation of, does this work still? Okay. And now, the reason that it doesn't matter that we made it. Way later. That reason is because I'm going to paint like this. We're going to make this bigger actually. See? And then we're going to start doing stuff like that. We won't yet. We've still got things to fix. Okay. So, a little bit more to do. That. Which means we then have to put the brown in. There we go. And now we're going to take this. Okay. This grey, I'm going to pitch it up. I'm going to go here. Yeah. We'll keep on the hard brush. What I'm going to do is start rendering. Like that. And for that, we're going to need to choose a light direction. And so what we're going to choose is that way. And now, because I'm funny like that, I'm just going to merge all of these. And then we are essentially going to paint out all of the lines manually, because I can. So, starting with things like this. Oh, that just needs to be a normal there now. Wait, it didn't merge. Wait. Here we go. There we go. So now we have kind of what we want. Oh, okay, it's just not going to let me do it. That's annoying. Okay, now that should work. There we go. Now that works as intended. we go. So, Critical Role so far, what do we think? I've been pretty hyped so far. I think it's been good fun. I love Julian Davinos with a passion. What a character. I think the Wick reveal was expected, but cool. Yeah, that's kind of my main one so far. The rest has been pretty normal. Travis failing his saves was funny as heck. And yeah, there's consequences to come. TM for Wick, Travis, and Wick, Tior, and Tyranny. But we love consequences to come. TM, that's always great. Great amusement. To be fair, it's hard to watch more than one episode a week unless you're doing what I'm doing, like sitting around painting, etc. But yes, that's why the old campaigns are so fun, because you can go back and just binge them. I've been watching some Candela Obscura recently, that's really cool. I didn't really watch it when it was live, but that's also pretty awesome. Just watched an episode where Robbie Daymond comes across an eldritch horror. His sanity snaps a little bit, so he trepans his own skull in front of everyone. It was real heckin' cool. Also gross. You can kind of see where this is gonna go now, I hope. In terms of render. Yeah, I'm not sure you would then suck a blue ectoplasmic thing called Dean into your head. That one's the biggest shock of that. Trepanning. What a fun historic method of medicine. Quote unquote medicine. What's Terry Deary line, don't be a caveman with a headache, you might end up dead. But it makes sense, right? Relieve the pressure in the skull. The logic to trepanning is unimpeachable. And the fact that many people did survive it. Never forget that trepanning was not fatal most of the time. Somehow. Well, I will maintain, without progress, all of these things make total sense. Right? If you think it's bad blood inside someone causing health issues, suck out the bad blood. What's the best way to get bad blood out of people? Leeches. Like, the actual logical premise is kind of solid. Like, if we're being honest for a moment, things like leeches and trepanning just make sense. I'm not going to make any promises about it being smart or the right thing to do. Ah! It's a wild raccoon who should be in bed, resting. How are you, Fluffers? Are you fine? How's your voice? Yeah, maybe you should go back to... You better not be streaming today, I swear to God. I absolutely will. You can't run away in this state. You'll just fall on your face again. Plus, this is why tanuki traps exist. You underestimate my powers. She says slightly. Would you like to now be honest? Slightly sick. Sure. Now, see, being sick after your stream is not slightly. It's very. You are very ill. And you need to rest. Tut. I'm very concerned by whoever you heard that off. What? What do you mean infections only affect evil people? That's true, though. Maybe that's why you're ill, Fluffers. Because you're evil. The villain of the story. I will accede the point. I feel like everyone looks good when they're being evil, though. Like, evil just has that. Je ne sais quoi. Yeah, see, now, that's a concern. Don't take advice from insane fictional characters. Just don't. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. It's never worth it. Classic Fluffers. Chaos Reign discourse. God damn it. The two of you are degenerates. Now, see, I feel like the hyphen is required. Yeah. Otherwise, this turns slightly more degenerate than intended. Yes, always hyphenate correctly, in fact. Otherwise, you two are speculating on Twitch chat about something very different. The pair of you in a space is dangerous. Yeah, I think we're fine. Do I now? What does that mean? I mean, it's better for your health and safety if there isn't a raccoon around. See what I mean? Funny for a rodent. Needs to actually match on both sides. There we go. You don't make a mess of my life. What? Where did that come from? Go. Oh, breathe some fresh air for a minute. 10. Could have been worse. Ah. That kind of neighbor. Also, in answer to the question, it's because raccoons are cute. That's why we keep you around, Fluffers. Everyone needs a cute mascot in their life. Well, you've done it now, so you're all good. Okay. Let's take that away. What's up with your bag? Did you go outside and it broke you? Is that what's happened here? What have you done to your bag, Chaos Reigns? That's a shame. Chronic back pain is a nightmare. Ah. Unlucky. Because they're dumb. Because trampolines are the devil. They cause a lot of injuries every year. But they're also great fun. Great fun. Mm-mm. So even the bits that are kind of in shadow here still have to sort of be in the light. Because they are in the light, so there's a weirdness to that. Right, we're not going to get all the super deep shadows everywhere. We'll still get some. Just have to be a bit more judicious about where they appear. Who would judge you for being on a trampoline? Trampolines are great. Anyone who judges you for enjoying life deserves suffering and pain. Go live your life and do the stuff you want to do. Have fun. Be happy. Screw everybody else. Life is short and fleeting. Nah. Oh well. Oh, the Fluffers has abandoned us. How rude. I'm just using these strokes to try and give it a more layered muscle feeling. There we go. There we go. Bit more visual interest all over it. Alright. It's time for a Twitch ad break. Because we have to have them. Even if we don't want them. Much sad. But please hang on, and I hope you enjoy it. Ads are the devil. I agree. Yeah, I need to make sure this is going from the right side. I'm not going to stream for too much longer today, I would imagine, just because I am beginning to fatigue. Just going to do a little bit more of this. Just gonna keep layering in. Sort of wooden forms. Piece by piece. Okay. So this is the other way, right? So this is in darkness. So we want to exaggerate that a little bit. Oh, there we go. Haven't had one of those in a while. There we go. I think that's a bit better. Let's do it the other way, because that arm's in the right place. I think this is a pretty good place to stop for the day. So let's just fix that up a little bit. There we go. I think that's going to be me done today. Alright, well, thank you guys for hanging out. I think we're going to wrap up the stream now, because I'm exhausted. Thank you very much. I hope you have a good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to find someone to raid in a moment. Probably Beef, because I know he's online, I think. And I like raiding Beef. But let's switch to our outro tune and our outro screen. Yeah, thank you very much for hanging out today. I hope you all enjoyed. It's time for me to go, and it's time for you to go too, so I'm just going to set up the raid, and then I'll say a full goodbye. Let's try a different raid today. Alright, let's see. Let's try this one. We'll see how we do. Alright, see you all next time, which will be tomorrow. Bye! Bye.